Our main project has been deck planking. So we're now onto the side decks. Up to this point, everything has been straight runs with no butts. Genius or sheer luck, we just happen to have the right amount of planks from the offcuts of our topside planking. Garrett has to decide how he wants to run the planking. This involves, of course, thinking. Using scraps, we look at if we keep everything running straight, what would the wedge pieces look like that follow the cabin angle? Pretty good.
That's easy.
Mm-hmm.
I love it when that happens.
Yeah. Solution found. Nothing looks super strange, so we're going with the simplest answer. Keep every plank straight, cut the angle as it hits the trim, and the run along the cabin and the edge of the deck will be custom widths. Hey! Oh, it looks awesome! So not much of a space between the butts? We're making good progress, but fuel is running low in our tanks. You know you have good family and friends nearby when they show up with their fresh catch and garden veggies.
We got some fish. We got some vermilion red rockfish straight from the shores of Morro Bay, California. Yeah, I just want to come and share the bounty.
Awesome. And so you're fixing to egg wash, to coconut flour, back to egg wash, to coconut flakes. Nice.
Yeah, and this is coconut flour with cumin and black pepper and salt. Nothing too extravagant, but should be good.
Throw that in some tacos.
Haven't done battered fish in a really long time, so you can mix it up.
Yeah!
Yeah!
We rang the dinner bell in the anchorage. Okay, fine. The boatyard. And dig in. In a taco daze, we awoke spellbound, heading set for the Farallons Islands. Sure. Thank you.
Derek, you want some Joe?
Yes, please.
We left from the east side of Tiburon, and about 30 miles off the coast of San Francisco lies the Farallon Islands. The North Bay is usually nice and sunny, with an easy breeze and calm seas. Outside of the gate, we expect 30 knots of wind and fog, so we soak up the sun while we've got it, shut off the engine, and take it slow. In Raccoon Straits, the fog reveals the line between North and South Bay. The city blanketed by fog, the gate draped in mist, and waves beginning to lick the hull. It was about 7 hours to the Farallons, big rock teeth that seemed to come out of nowhere. The waves had mellowed, and the crew took turns napping. The natural sound of the ocean is so reviving, but it can also put you in the most peaceful sleep. The crew began to stir at the shout of "Land ho!" We furled in the jib as we approached and kicked the motor back on.
Oh yeah, let's jump in.
The Farallons are home to thriving seabird colonies, 5 different breeds of seals, and a handful of scientists. Now completely protected as a wildlife refuge, its early history was a bit more grim. When San Francisco was first booming during the gold rush in the late 1800s, every seabird egg was collected to feed the growing human population. In a few short years, no more eggs, probably because of this guy. Back when there was pride and grit in our American bones, the lighthouse was constructed atop the Rocky Mountain Island. Today, half of it stands. The islands are the last thing standing between us and the 6,000-foot drop off the continental shelf, which was also perfect for nuclear dumping. Thankfully, we've gained a little more sense than that, and although you can't go on shore, it is still an amazing sight to see.
Wow. It's high tide, right?
Garrett's got another solo day while I'm glued to the computer working on the next episode, but he just finished the port side.
I think it looks pretty good.
Oh, look at that! How awesome is that? A continuous deck now. How difficult was the wedge?
It was easy.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Nice.
So I did it in 3 pieces, so and the cabin wall is straight, and then this plank is straight, more or less ish.
So they're
So-
kind of straight lines?
Yeah, all I have to do is, measure the width there, measure the width there, subtract 1/2 inch for both the 1/4 inch spacers, and then just mark it with the straight edge and just cut a straight line.
Nice. High fives. Woo.
I love my new tools. They're so nice. It's a total game changer. Like I'm working on the aft deck and the foredeck and the aft deck and the foredeck, fitting all the planks. Like I don't have to run the cord around or unplug it and plug it in up here, plug it in back there. It's just there. You just grab it and it works. It's so nice. And this thing cuts beautifully. It cuts super clean. Feels nice. Yeah. Stoked. That road paving truck is just really getting to me.
Yeah.
Giving me a headache.
It's pretty potent. I don't know if you can see it from here, but they're paving the road. And it is very stinky. funneling it right in. Need another spacer? Oh, you're doing those tights, the butts?
The tights, the butts.
You're doing those tight, the butts?
Yeah. Remember? Talked about that.
Don't talk to me like I'm stupid.
I've said that like 3 times. Oh,
Today?
No, like since I started doing the side deck. Oh, you're doing the butts tighter? Yes.
One more run done. So we're gonna attempt to glue the port side deck down. Garrett's had it dry fit for a couple days, but it's been really hot. But today it's supposed to only be 64 and cloudy. So we've just numbered them. Let's see, where are we? There we are. So we've got 15 out to, well, it's 22. And our run at 15 has the most planks. I think there's 4. So, and then it goes to 15. B, C, D, all the way up to E. And we do have 14 up here to glue, since the cabin pinches in just a little bit. But most of them have 3 or 4, and 15 has all the way up to E, so 5. It's about 6:30 now, and we finished gluing up part of the side deck. So we're at like our 3-hour mark, so Garrett's checking all the screws. So we tried to organize it as best we could. Here's our part A of runs, part B of runs, and in the bow up here we've got part C's. Fortunately, my hands were already sticky, so I didn't grab the camera, so we didn't film that, but you've seen enough glue downs. And now that the sun is a little bit lower, I think we might try and finish up the rest of the port side deck. Up next, Garrett starts in on a new project.
So I'm working right now on building the cap rails,
which he hurts himself while doing. So what did you do yesterday?
I almost fell over the side of the boat. Now my back is screwed.
We make the best of it and go shopping.
I love places like this, random parts and pieces, and it's all used, so pretty good prices.